So for a while I was doing YouTube videos of complete projects. I mainly, almost exclusively, knit sweaters, and I had started to hoard a lot of clips for Instagram of start to finish sweater project videos. I've posted a few of these to YouTube, but it's been a minute since my last video because I have started a lot of sweater projects that take quite a while to start and complete, but at some point in these projects I am stalled and the project is not turning out the way I want it to, and so I stop it, putting the project down completely, and I resolve in my mind to just unravel it later, or just put it down for the time being and wait for another wave of inspiration to drive the project forward into something else, or the same thing with slight changes. This happened to me for a lot of projects where I put something down feeling like this is not turning out the way that I want it at all, but later I see a post on Pinterest or Instagram of a similar something, sweater, whatever, similar to it, that I'm like, I can finish that project in a similar way to how this person finished their project and be like, oh my gosh, that'll be so cute. So I don't waste the project completely, and I try to still make use of it and not just, give up, unravel it. But yeah. So in making these kinds of progress videos for YouTube and Instagram, I want to finish them just to have something to post and keep moving on to other projects and work through my yarn stash or keep buying more yarn. But lately I felt how wasteful that is because I'm not going to wear or use something that I don't like. And something that I was miserable knitting, or, I get to a point where I'm bored with the project and it's not moving in the way that I want it to. I'm no longer feeling like I want to wear it as much as I wanted to when I bought the yarn, bought the pattern, started it. But I want to finish them just to have something to post and keep moving on. But lately I felt it's really wasteful because I'm not going to wear something that I don't like. And if the whole progress is tainted in that way of me being bored with the project or anything, then odds are that I'm not going to pick it up out of my closet and wear it because I don't love it and didn't love how I felt knitting it even. And so I've resolved that I won't finish projects anymore just to create content that only a few people might see. It's not gaining me anything, and honestly my videos with the most views are the ones that I enjoyed the most, both knitting and editing. So in this video, I thought I would show some of these incomplete projects that I've been working on lately, that they've gotten so far that they start to look like a sweater, but they're stalled for one reason or another. And one of these is this test knit that I did for Friday Knits. I had the yarn for this in my stash, which is why I was really excited to start it, and not to bash Friday Knits at all, because I love a lot of her patterns and everything, but I was pretty uninspired once this cardigan started to look like a sweater. It doesn't fit the way that it fits her in her sample. I know that a lot of people also testing this pattern loved their finished project, and it just turned out really great for them. But there were a lot of fit questions in the group chat when we were test knitting it that I kind of assumed were the bigger sizes, and I am a petite girl, so I thought that kind of fit around the shoulders would not apply to me, just because the people complaining were knitting larger sizes. And lo and behold, I finished my project, I try it on, I'm at a point where I can try it on, and I have the exact same complaint. And so to me, I'm like, that's a fit problem from extra, extra small to 3XL. And I never received any edits or anything of the pattern after the fact, so I'm really not hopeful that it will, if I were to knit it again or anything else, then that it would be any different. Honestly, I met Gage and I used the yarn that she recommended. And so if things are still not really turning out great, I'm not loving where it's at this point. I've run out of yarn, but I've finished the whole sweater, except for the fact that I ran out of yarn. I didn't have enough yarn to do the pockets. And I feel like maybe the pockets would add a little bit of, style to it. But I really only have the pockets that I don't have the yarn for, or also adding buttons, because I have the buttonholes. They're part of the pattern. I measured them out specifically the way I wanted them to come out, but the whole project itself is kind of uninspired in my mind now. And since I tried it on, not like the way that it fit, I'm like, I put it down for now. I do have the same yarn, the Feeling Good wool from Wool and the Gang, in a different color that I was like, possibly can go back and add pockets in a contrast color. I'm not super into that right now, but I really don't want to order another skein or two of yarn just to match these pockets. And I also, this is on me though, that I don't have buttons that I think go specifically well with it. And I also don't want to buy buttons. So, but that's on me financially, that I'm like, I have a tin full of buttons, but none of my buttons match the sweater. And to me, I'm like, that's just fate. I'm putting the sweater down for now. Another sweater that I've been working on that I was so excited for is this Yule sweater by Santa's Garn. And I'm sorry if I'm completely butchering how to pronounce that name. I love this yarn company. I love their patterns. One of my more viewed videos is another Norwegian colorwork sweater that they have published. It's their kit, and I love that kit. And this specific Yule sweater, I love it too. I love it, but I got to the point where I knit the whole body. So you knit the whole body colorwork, and then you're supposed to knit the sleeves. And I got to a point where I've knit the body, I tried it on, and it's too tight. And because it's colorwork, and I've this is the first project where I consciously caught my floats, and everything on the inside outside looks beautiful. And I plan to block it completely, hoping that it'll bloom and everything will go great. But honestly, I want it to be larger, and I want to be able to wear it for years, because I want a really cute Christmas sweater that is just, passes the test of time. And I have an ugly Christmas sweatshirt from my mom that my mom wore in the 90s. And I'm like, you know what? I would love to knit a sweater that will also get passed down to my kids and will just be so cute to me, so cute to them. Or I'll wear it for the rest of my life. But it's beautiful, and I am knitting the extra small, but I realize that I need to go up to medium large. And that's just on me. I thought I had the right measurements. I thought everything. Maybe I don't have gauge. Maybe I didn't actually measure gauge correctly, but I am just resolved to pull it out and do medium large. But right now, at this point in time, today is November 29th, and I had wanted it to be finished by December 1st so that I could wear it for the majority of the month of December. And now I'm really bummed because I want to have fun with it. I don't want to rush it, but at this point I feel like I'd finish it right before Christmas. And I don't want to be rushing this. I have other projects to finish. Because of my budget this year for Christmas presents, I am going to be working through my stash and making everything. I have many nieces and nephews, and I have tons of scrapyard that I'm gonna crochet little stuffed animals for everybody, and sweaters for other people in my family, and socks and things. And so I'm like, I don't want to rush a project for myself that I want to last so long. So I'm gonna knit it. Maybe I'll knit it this month, but it won't be for this year.